This is the anchor system I use for my bodylastics bands. I use these things as the anchors. They're light-duty D-rings, so if you can pull... They say light-duty, they're only rated for 1,200 pounds, so if you can pull with more than 1,200 pounds of force, then you might want to get something heavier. And I use this strap. It's in the garage organization area. I believe it's their medium-duty one. It says it's rated for 300 pounds. That's not the breaking strength of the material, that's just the holding strength of the Velcro. So once it's taped, it's better. Now, the problem with this is it's very rough. It's like sandpaper on the bands. So, I got some of this shelf liner for $1 at Big Lots. You could also use an Ace bandage or even just some old cloth or duct tape. And the finished result of it is this. Now, okay, and here is what I've mounted it to. This is my outdoor setup. I've got it on my pull-up bar. I bought those materials so I can make a guest set for the other side. I also have a line of these stud-mounted indoors, but I prefer the air of being outside. Here's how I organize my equipment. I have nails on the back of the pull-up bar, the diagonal part. They're out of the way, so I'm not going to poke myself on them, but I hang my ankle straps, my handles on those. Here's my squat bar. There's a separate video on this. And the bands, I have to be a little more careful about them. So I hang them from a rod on shower curtain rings. And the rings are taped shut. The reason I do this is I can afford to leave an ankle strap or a handle outside overnight. It's not going to hurt it really. But the bands, I don't want to leave them out exposed to the UV light, the elements, and the critters. So, if I see an empty shower curtain ring, I'll know at a glance that I missed a band and I'll have to go pick it up. Of course, the punching bag mount right there, there's a separate video on it mode, but okay. And of course, this is where I keep my boxing gloves and hand wraps. Range. The deck is basically a bunch of old pallets reinforced with landscape timbers because I don't want to step through them. I had to build that because between the shade of the region and all the digging there was no grass. It turned the place into a mud pit. The stakes in the ground are handholds for when I'm doing leg curls. I can grab onto them and not be pulled back. It is in Wi-Fi range. So I could follow Chiseled live, but a lot of the times I prefer watch it once, write down the exercises, and then write them on the whiteboard back here. That way I can work at my own pace, take breaks when I need to, take the amount of time it takes me to set up each next exercise, and make the adjustments I need. I usually substitute pull-ups for the first set of pull-downs, and sometimes I'll throw in things like sledgehammer. Lighting is a problem out here because I built this far to the back of my yard in an area where I'd have shade and privacy. I'm not comfortable running an extension cord in the rain. So, I found out though that these little 27 LED flashlights, I got it for $3 at Harbor Freight, are actually bright enough. So, one of these is bright enough to let me see what I'm doing. It was $3 including batteries. Anyway, let me know what you think.